Tēnā koutou tamarikima. What's up, people? How's it good? Are you good? Are you good? Good. Now I just thought I'd just pretty much drop my 2 cheeseburgers on this whole PS4.5 nonsense, in my opinion. But anyways, if you haven't already heard, Kotaku has published an article that states that Sony is currently planning a new version of the PS4 with increased graphical power and games running at 4K resolution, developer sources tell Kotaku. Now, if you would like to take a closer look, the link will be in the description. I highly suggest you at least read some of it. You know how it is. Now, Kotaku, in my opinion, they're very on point with their information. Let's put it that way. If let's say IGN or GameSpot or someone else said this, then I probably wouldn't sort of worry as much. But since it's Kotaku, like when they leak stuff, they're pretty. They're very close to the truth. Whatever Kotaku says, sort of happens, to be true. So, for Kotaku to say this, I'm very worried, because this doesn't, it just, for them to say this, it just doesn't make sense. For Sony, like, why would they bring out a PS4.5 when they've already got a bloody PS4? You know what I'm saying? Okay, now, I mean, for me, man, I don't care. I don't really care about the 4K, to be quite honest, because Sony has already released a PlayStation 4, and that's the console that I'm using right now. So I'm going to have to settle with 1080. I'm happily to settle with 1080p 30. And to be quite honest, babe, like, I have heard some people that are into the idea of upgrading their current PS4, but dude, I'm thinking Sony is probably going to make a completely new console. Like, I think that they're probably going to make like a new console that people will have to buy again. And to me that's just not on, babe. Like that's not fair. Showing your customers, telling your customers go buy our console, PlayStation 4, Uncharted. This is for the players, and then 2 years later or so, 3 years later, you bring out another new console. Like, babe, what are you? This is just a bunch of BS, to be quite honest. I mean, look, man, if Sony wanted a console to run games at 4K, then they would have done it. But the bottom line is that they couldn't be stuffed. They couldn't be stuffed, and they were more than happy for the PS4 to run games at 1080p. They were more than happy. 1080p 30, yep, that'll do. Stack it, strap it, put on the chip. You know what I'm saying? They didn't care about no stupid 4K. They could have been stuffed making their PS4 4K compatible. It's only now with the VR that they're like, oh crap, we need, our PS4 isn't power. We need a more powerful console. Oh no, come on, people, let's make another console. Like, nah, babe, that's not how it works, man. Like, you've already made your PS4. You might as well run with it. This is Sony's choice. They chose 1080p 30. I mean, even Naughty Dog, you've got Naughty Dog that are having trouble. They've stated themselves that they are having trouble trying to hit 1080p 60 with Uncharted 4, and as a result, they've had to lower the frames because because the PS4 just can't handle it. So now Naughty Dog have had to settle with 1080p 30 with high detail. That's for the single player. As for the multiplayer, they've had to take away the detail so that they can make the multiplayer 60 frames. Which is fine with me. I don't mind that. It's just Sony. They chose for 1080p, not us, not the customers. Sony did. And now that they want a 4K, oh nah, man, get out of here. You know what? For me, it just doesn't make sense. The PS4 is winning. The PS4 is winning. I don't understand why they go and want to plan to make another console. And I mean, look, man, to be honest, there are problems here. There are problems here with the PS4. You know what I'm saying? For instance, the PSN people, you know what I'm saying? It's like Sony, babe. We know you've got the money. You've got Sony bragging about how many consoles they sell. You know what I'm saying? They won't shut up about how many consoles they sell. So we know you've got that money, Bay. We know you're sitting on a bunch of golden eggs, but still the PSN still is a pile of steaming poo. You know what I'm saying? They still haven't bothered to fix up the problems that are with the PSN. So now you've got Sony wanting to make a 4K console, and I'm like, Bay, there'll be problems with the 4K console. It's stupid to think that the 4K console will just work perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Like Sony's bloody gone out with the fairies, man. They're out with the fairies. They've gone to Neverland. That's where Sony's gone. Sony's gone to Neverland, man. They think that there'll be no that it'll be all peaches and creams and rainbows and unicorns over at the for Bay. Listen, Sony, come back down to earth, Bay, because there'll be problems with the 4K. So now, if Sony does release a 4K console, they'll have to fix up the problems that they've got with the PS4, as well as fix up the problems that they'll have with the 4K PS4. It's like, Bay, settle down. It's like, come back to earth, Sony, settle down and focus on the problems that are at hand, which is with the PS4 and its PSN that needs a crap ton of work. But here's Sony gone off with the bloody fairies over to Neverland. Like, Bay, where you going? Come back. And I mean, look, man, to be really honest, at the end of the day, I would much rather Sony just focus on a PS5, focus on the problems that they have with the PS4, as well as focus on a PS5. I don't want to see no PS4.5 bullcrap, because to me, by reading this article, it just feels like I just bought a PS3.5. My PS4 console that I just bought, that's sitting right next to my television, is in fact a PS3.5, and the PS4 won't be coming until next year. Or like it feels like I just bought a bloody appetizer, and the main course won't be coming until next year. Dude, man, that's how I feel. I don't know about any of you fellas, but after reading this, I felt like I just bought a PS3.5, and the PS4 won't be coming. And the PS4 is still coming. Like, nah, like, nah, babe, that's not good. We can't be having that, Sony. But here's Sony off with the fairies over to Neverland. Nah, man. Man, man, nah, nah, we can't be having that. What a man, man. How embarrassing is that? How embarrassing. Our PS4 isn't powerful. We need to make another one. Oh, get out of here, man. Go, man, dude. I don't know. Bay, this is me. This is my honest opinion. What a load of crap. What a load of bollocks. Anyways, this is my opinion. I hope this is not true. To be really quite honest, I hope this isn't true. Anyways, that's me. I'm done. Ka kite. Be safe, stay out of trouble, and I'll catch yous up in my next video. Peace.